All right, let's get this day started. Let's get GS Pro running. Today's one of my favorite days. New glove day. Hello. This is the best glove in the market. No competition. My favorite. Let's get this session going. What are we going to practice today? First thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up with some wedges. Let's go to a course because I like practicing on golf courses. Let's just pick whatever this is. And then, okay, I think this is Augusta. So, one thing I like doing on this course is turning this stimp all the way up to 13 because that's how that course plays. I don't play this course very often. This will be fun. This will be really tough to stick greens. That's what we're going to do today. We are going to be hitting our 48 and our 56 today. If you didn't know, I use Callaway Jaws, my favorite lineup, and you can get them a pretty good deal if you shop around on Amazon. And not break the bank if you need a new wedge. So let's warm up with the 48. This course does take a while to load. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take Got some noise in the background. Let's get rid of that. If you're wondering what that is, it's my Tesla heating the garage. Yes. It's not the most energy efficient thing to do, but it does work a little bit. It's snowing outside. All right. So let's get this brought up. And just because it's taking a minute to load, I'm just going to pull it up right there. And let's do a couple warm-up shots. Oh, first swing of the day. You can feel all the bones cracking. Oh, so bad. Oh, this is a cold start. Let's get this feel. Oh, there's the course. Let's put the course on there. Maybe that'll inspire me to do a little better here. I don't know what that was. Let's just hit a couple on the fairway here. Good, good. Boy, it is hot, cold up in here. I wish I was hot. Hot weather is my favorite weather. Now we're striping it. Yep, this club should be about 130, 135 carry. 8,000 spin, not too bad. That's not adding spin, that's just normal shots. That'd be like a toe-y kind of shot. It's kind of, I don't know why I rushed that. Man, I'm just like so cold right now. I just want to like get like 100 swings in and I'll be like, okay, I'm ready. Because it is freezing in here. Good. Good, good, good. We are hitting that little baby draw. That's what I like to see. So, these golf vlogs, practicing with purpose, what I'm doing right now is I'm really just trying to keep these irons dialed in what I would like to do is when I have a good day of weather, is we are going to go to a range and I'm going to hit driver. We got to get some driver vlogs out there. I know that there's a lot of people interested in that. Not me per se, but just people watching other people hit drivers. Yeah, it's fun. So let's go out there. What we're going to do is we're going to try and give ourselves something like a sort of randomish number, anywhere between 130 and, I don't know, 50. And we're going to try and hit the green. So I think like there. All right, we're 92. Let's do this. The pin is 92. If I'm under 100, I'm going to be pretty aggressive at the pin. And what I like to do is like split this green into like quadrants and then effectively aim, and like I want to be in that quadrant. So the most room for error in this quadrant is going to be like right there. Now we got to look at the greens on these because, you know what? It's hard to see the greens on here whenever you're in practice mode. I don't know. Is there a way to do that? Do you guys know? Do you have GS Pro? Do you know? So we have green grid, which is G, but you can't do a flyover. So we'll hit G and see if that does anything. Like when we land on the green, maybe we'll get like an idea of what the green looks like. But let's hit this 88-yard shot. That's where we're aimed. We're being aggressive to the pin today. Again, we have the stem turned up all the way on the game. So we have to hit ideal shots in order to even stay on the green because they'll probably roll out. One thing I'm trying to get better at is hitting this 56 on these shots because it's more of a dart for me. I get a bit more spin. Hopefully I'll be anywhere from 9 to 11,000 and hold the green. So 88, slightly up. That should be normal, firm sort of swing. Little push. Do I get any luck out of this? Oh, I hit it a little too hard. Okay. A little too hard. Kind of the first pressure shot of the day. Let's do another one here. So I do want to try these a couple of times, and I don't want to be like, if I didn't get it the one time, well, it's basically scratched over. We don't care. I want to hit like 3 to 5 shots and see if I can get 1 or 2 at least close to the pin. Now the conservative shot, I could get on the green obviously here, but we're trying to get tight to that pin, or at least on that quadrant of where we want to land. 2 out of 3 times. And if it goes horribly wrong, we'll try 5. So let's try again. If I said I only have one try to do this and just kept practicing until I got it, that wouldn't be enough like pressure for me to like, I want the heart to be elevated a little bit of like, we got to make this happen. So first try, no good, a little hard. Oh my gosh, that's so thin left. Okay, it's one of these days. Let's not do that. Oh, that's going to be so good. Is that too hard? Is it too hard? Oh, how does that not stick? How does that not stick? So apparently I hit this about 100 full. I didn't realize that. Okay, that happens every now and then. Pretty rare. Okay, do we get a piece? We got one, there it is. Okay, does it stay? I don't know. This is a very tough green. We stayed. Okay, moving on to hole number 2. Let's see what we got. All right, let's give ourselves, like I said, we want to be anywhere from 130. I like that. So it's going to be like, for me, like a 110 shot. Again, I'm going to basically take this here, and I'm going to try and get it to a spot where if I were to like divide this into 4 quadrants, I want to basically be here, right? So if I take this entire thing, not just the green, but even a little bit outside of this green circle, cut it in 4. I want to be top left. Not necessarily directly at the pin, but about there. Okay, gives me most room for error. And if I wanted to, I could basically overdraw it. Let's not do that. Let's just hit a stock shot. It should be basically full, nothing crazy. I think that's got to go. That one's got to go. So I started out with like hitting it too hard, and then I'm doing this. And this is the point of this club. I'm not super dialed in with the 56. I'm much better with the 48. Oh no. Come on, guys. We don't need these kind of interruptions. That was a good one. Should have been on. Okay. I think it's got to go. We're on the green. So we gave ourselves a lot of room for error. Ended up somewhere on the green. If we would have hit it good, we would have been like obviously near the pin. We hit it bad, we're still on the green. Let's try to be better. A lot of spin. It's not going to roll too much. Even come back. Oh no. So this is why I'm practicing this club. Because it's those sort of situations where I do not have this club dialed. And it would be really heartbreaking to hit something like that in real life. Spin off the green into the bunker. Go, go, go. 10,000, it's still gonna come back a little. Good, good. So that is actually where we were aiming. We finally hit our aim point. I'm gonna hit one more, and I'm going to go to another green. Why? I just want to experience the course a little bit. I don't want to be stuck on one hole. $10,000. Just going to check, come back a little bit, hopefully stay on. That's a dangerous spot. Oh. No, 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 no. Okay, off the green. And that's the danger. That is the danger. So in my head, I'm trying to like program myself of what's going to happen when I hit that club on a green that's high stemp and slope toward you. Because with 10,000, I mean, you're high risk of rolling off of it. So let's go to a little closer. And let's say, okay, so let's try to put ourselves in a reasonable spot. Even though we don't really care about the scenario of the hole, I think, let's see, if I were to drive it and be lucky and end up over here. Okay, let's do that. Again, I'm going to divide this thing into 4s, and then basically I want to shoot here. I want to basically hit the ball here. Okay, this shot should call for my 58, because again, I'm trying to hit the higher spin clubs, rather than me going for that gap wedge all the time. Because again, normally I'm going for the gap wedge. It's pretty stock for me. I'm very, very comfortable with that. But it would be nice if I'm doing all this work in the winter to sort of have an idea of what's going on with these higher loft of the clubs. So 48. Sorry, not 48. It's 46 plus 11 up, and then we are going to use the 58 degree. So, you know, in my head, that's like a 60-yard shot. For me, with this club, what I like to do is just kind of bring it right at the belt and then kind of like slap the ground. And the reason why I like that swing thought is because if I'm thinking about going down at the ground and kind of skipping it, it's very unlikely I'm going to blade it because I'm focused more on this motion and turning with my body rather than going at the ball like this, which creates that over the top, easy to thin it, all kind of crap. We don't want that. That might be too much. It's going to be too much. Okay, we hit it good, but it's too much. Knew it right away. 50-yard shot. I like that a lot. See, we're aimed in a good spot here because if we go long, it's going to run out like the shape of the green. So let's do it again. So that came out a little thin, but it's sort of, it's not terrible. Let's hit a few here. That one was slightly thin, that's why you're not getting the spin numbers. I'm gonna try this other thing I was remembering, which is more of a chip rather than like taking a full, like I have kind of this full swing style of hitting the ball, and I just kind of like hold it short like this with that thump, and like really letting the hands release through the ball. And then I have this other style, which is holding that release. So like literally when you come down, it's like the butt of this club is always facing forward. So we're gonna do that because I think actually that's what I should be doing, is that shot. Okay, much more controlled. I'm going right at the pin on that one. Yeah, I like that shot a little better, that range, where I kind of like really hold off on like doing this kind of thing. I just want to like hold it and ride it through. A little hard, not bad. What's that gonna look like? Not bad. So on that one you could hear I got a lot of turf before the ground, or before the ball, which will take spin off obviously. So it's like, what shot do you want? Do you want these high spinners, or do you want something that's just gonna get up there and be safe? So that's clipped pretty well. Ooh. Let's try it again. If we can get like 7,000 and be in that circle, that would be pretty awesome. Okay. I mean, those are some good shots. And yes, I could take the camera aim point in GS Pro and put it at the pin. I'm just kind of like taking my body and aiming to the right a little. It's going to be a little much, or not. Never mind, completely wrong with that feel. Okay. Seems like I kind of got the feel for that like 40-yard chip. Don't mind that. Let's go to another scenario. And I want to be, let's do a little longer. Maybe even longer than that. Let's go back here. Yeah, 106, playing up 2, so 108. And then what I want to do is be fairly aggressive. So I want to play carry right on the pin. I want to play the carry number. So obviously 108-ish. So what I could do, and this is going to risk spinning it off, is hit the 56. Well, okay. I'll show you why I don't, well, that'll be funny. I'm going to sit here and eat my words. But I typically won't take a 58 or a 60 to this range, and there's a lot of people who play that shot. But to me, it's so high risk because of how perfect you need to hit that ball. But we'll give it a shot just because. I typically wouldn't do this. I would definitely, if anything, I'm going to hit a high spinner kind of dart kind of shot. I'm going to hit the 56 in this range. Safe shot, again, I'm going to go for that 48 degree. Or if you have a gap wedge, that's what I would use, is your gap wedge. So this is like full swing, 58 degree. Again, I don't like that shot. I don't typically swing full with a 58 because you have to like really clip it perfectly. And I typically push this thing to the right because I play a draw because I'm inside out. And this club just generally doesn't, I always end up with that like push. So I'm like, kind of a couple things. I'm not very accurate with it. It takes a lot for me to hit it just right because of the, it's more about the bounce on clipping it just right than just like pure club loft itself. We'll try it again. See where we end up there. That's pretty good. Now, that's the problem. That is the problem with hitting this club at that range. Again, we have this stem turned all the way up, so it's like, what do you expect is going to happen, dude? It's going to spin back. So let's try the 56. Let's go for the 56. So if you're wondering, am I able to get this kind of spin in real life? Or am I just like a dude that can play off a mat? Well, being honest, I'm about 50-50. In real life, I can basically do those shots more times than not. Now, I'm kind of a new golfer, so I don't really hit like perfectly struck balls all the time. Obviously, you can see the videos. Don't hit them perfect all the time, but I do have an idea on how to generate spin. So what I'm doing here is cleaning this club a little bit. Now you can buy these off Amazon. It's like 3-pack. Go get yourself a 3-pack of these, and they're I think they're groove sharpeners is what they're for. Now what I do, let's see here. So what I do, I'll get a little light here. What I'm doing whenever I'm cleaning these clubs with this groove sharpener, I'm not trying to dig into this. All I'm doing is just making sure that I can run this through here smooth. Because I don't want to sharpen my wedges. Like, especially if you're going to use this tool all the time. But all I'm doing is just running it through so it just goes nice and smooth through. And don't apply pressure. You don't need to apply pressure. Like if there's dirt in there and you just go like this nice and smoothly, it'll get it out and you're not gonna like over sharpen your grooves and do all kind of stuff like that. Yeah. Like having this tool with me. I basically put it in my bag on the pocket with the tees. So if I'm like on the course and I need to clean that groove, I mean, tees are fine, but sometimes you kind of get that stubborn dirt that just won't come out with the tee, which is why I like having that groove cleaner with me. I mean, again, don't go to town on that. Don't sharpen your grooves. Yeah, what are we doing here? 56. Let's try to get it on like just past the pin, and if it comes back a little bit, that's fine. Let's try to keep it on the green. Again, the miss here is long, and that's where we're aimed. See what we get here. Oh, let's hit the ball, guys. Let's actually hit the ball instead of just swinging like a baby at it. We got to go long, okay? Keep the focus. It's okay to go long. Hit the ball. Okay. What we are probably doing is too much dynamic loft. So let's try to hold this angle a little more and bring down the peak height a little bit. Peak height right there is 83. I want to bring it down a tad and see if this helps. It went a little higher, but we got the shot we wanted. So maybe that's just the thought I need for this club. Is in my head, I want to think I'm compressing it, which kind of made it go higher, which is kind of odd, but that's okay. It was a good shot. Let's try it again. Same thing. So I went higher with the thought of compressing, and we're actually getting the ball where we want it, just past the pin, coming back. We found the feel. That's the feel we need with this club. That's why we're doing this practice. Man, let's do two more because, man, it seems like I got that. A little right. Is it going to draw a little? Nope. That was not struck very well. Peak height, 78. Pretty good indicator. I hit it pretty thin. I don't think that was a great one, but we'll see where it goes. Oh, turned out pretty good. Does it stay? It does. Let's go to another hole. Let's keep switching it up. I like switching it up because it's kind of like that cold bore shot. When you're on the golf course, you don't have an opportunity to hit a bunch in a row, right? So this little switch. Let's go 120s. Oh yeah. So we're gonna split this in 4, and then I'm gonna go just a little bit toward the hole instead of like right in the, so again, right around that 100 or 130, whatever. Looks like a pretty comfortable hole. What I want to do is be a bit more aggressive on these shots, see where we're at. Looks like, you know, again, I wish I could go up there and like preview this green before we take the shot, because I'm pretty sure if you hit something that with high spin, it's going to rip back. But what I can't tell is I can't tell if like this ridge is like in the middle of this green, because I don't know these greens. Is this in the middle of the green? Can I put it back here? Or if I hit this with a lot of spin, am I going to rip back here? You know, is the whole thing all the way? Whatever. Let's hit a ball. About 120. Let's go with the 120 shot. Let's hit the 48 and see if we can get it to stay up there. Okay, we really want this first shot to count. It's down 5, so it's like 120. It's either, I can't tell, it's either flat or sloping back toward us. So this is not a full swing with this one. Something like that maybe we'll do. Kind of hit the push. Push is very popular for me with this club. I mean, we're nearly on target there, so it's really not a terrible shot. So we got lucky in terms of what the green's going to do with that. Some of these greens are, even though it's a simulator, they're pretty diabolical if you turn the stemp to 13. Getting that ball to stop is difficult at times. So 120. Hit it fat. Should be fine. We're just going to be short on that little uphill putt. Okay. So I think that circle that's around the flag is like an 8-foot circle. I think some of these tour pros, when they're in this situation, they really want to be like within 15 feet of the hole or something. I mean, it's wild how close they can get it sometimes. Oh, is that too much? That felt like such a great swing, but it might be too much. Okay, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Well, this one's working out nicely. Is that too much? I keep saying that. I think I'm hitting them too far, but I'm just striking them pretty well at the moment. Man, we got to get another one of those. That just feels good. Oh my gosh, another great one. Real nice. Love it. Man, I'm just absolutely pure in that. So those are the right spin numbers with that club. Super awesome. Wow, just looking at those last 3 shots. I mean, so if you bring up view, so if you have this, if you bring up view, obviously there's no course here, but we can look at these last 3 shots. I mean, for me, if this line goes and it ends on the line, I mean, that is basically perfectly accurate. So if you click on it, it'll basically show the trajectory. It gets kind of laggy on this, on the big screen here. Come on. Bro. Bro. Click and wait. So that one is like, you can't even see it on the camera because I know that it's hard to see, but this goes and literally is directly halfway in this line, which, I mean, you cannot hit it more perfect than that. And then the last shot, I believe it's on the line as well. Yeah, it's basically on the line, on the left edge. I mean, that is fun to hit those. Let's get this out of here because, man, it just looks bad. Okay, let's go to hole number 6. Am I going to do every single hole today? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do a few more of these, and we're going to call it good on the video. I want to do this shot. Let's try this. So split this thing in 4 and be a little more on the aggressive side. About there. Okay, I don't want to go too far because, you know, I don't want my misses to be like over here. I want the majority of my misses to be on the green. So, okay, this is going to play like 120. You know what? Maybe I just changed my mind because we just did a bunch of 120s. Maybe I'll make it harder and go like, let's go like that. I mean, that is going to, oh no, let's not put the tree in the way. Let's go like that. 100-yard shot. Not an ideal look at it because if you go short, you're short-sighted. Like there's so much short-sightedness on this side. So we're going to basically aim in the same spot about here. And I can tell you this is going to be difficult because you can see by here that that thing is on a tier and everything slopes left. You actually might want to go at the pin here because if you're on the right side and you're flat and short-sighted, that might be better off rather than like having to putt up this hill. Because I don't know, the stump is on 13, maybe it rolls all the way down. Let's give that a go and see where we're at with that. If you hit a high spinner here, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, it could go all the way down into that bunker. So I think we want to throw it back there. If we go short, it runs up a little. So we're going to hit the 48 degree. 48, yep, 48 degree. Hopefully go for, I think the ideal thing is a little short, and then it's going to just release a tad. 100, 106. Let's see what we get here. A little short and bounce in. I think that's the play. That is the play. Let's try that again. That was pretty lucky. Let's try that same one. That's going to be too much, I think. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Really good. Let's go at it again. Oh, that's left. It's got to be left, right? Has to be left. And long. Yeah, this would be a really difficult spot to be in. Obviously, there aren't many people who are going to be in this situation on this hole. But there's a lot of things to consider up there. Little right. Do we get a piece? Does it kick back on? Doesn't. What I want to do is just for fun, because we're going to end the video on this hole. But what I want to do is I want to make this work with a 56 and a 58 and see how much of a difference this shot would be. So 56, instead of landing it and let it release, this is going to be more of like hit and like maybe roll back like a foot or two. If we clip it right. I think that's short. Right? So we knew that was going to happen. And that's the danger of this. You got to I think you have more forgiveness with this shot hitting something that's not going to aggressively rip back. So that other club I was hitting is an easier shot. So let's try to throw it back there a little bit. Swing a little harder. It's not going to go nearly as far as you think. It's pretty good. Pretty good. But the level of perfection you need, I mean, it's not like the hardest shot in the world, but it's way easier for me to grab that 48 and make a shot happen versus clipping this thing perfectly and kind of I'm not putting a ton of sauce on this, but I'm definitely not swinging easy. I think I might have swung harder on that one. Did I hit the tree? I might have hit the tree because I actually swung harder on that one and we didn't get there. I think we might have hit the tree on that one. We don't want to do that. Let's give this another go. Let's really think about dragging this through. Did they hit the tree too? I'm pretty sure they hit the tree too. So it's not going to really be a great shot with this club because we're too lofted. It's kind of luck if you get through that tree without hitting something. So I had that one shot that did that. Let's like put the ball here. The tree's still kind of in the way. Let's put the ball here. Yeah, there we go. Kind of the same shot. All right, let's see if we can hit the high spinner on the back, bring it back in. I don't know that's gonna go. Oh, it does. It's gonna come back a little. Now, what is this green gonna do with it? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. So you can use this on this green. But man, you gotta like really hit this thing good. You gotta hit it well to make it happen with this club. You know? It's a easier shot with that 48. Okay, so now, man, that's a ton of spin for a 56 for me. Let's hit the 58. Can we make this shot happen with the 58? I doubt it, but let's do it for fun. So, 58 degree Callaway jaws. Not so clean grooves, honestly. Let's kind of clean these grooves up a little. Have you guys ever used WD-40 to clean out your clubs? I like doing that every now and then. Now you definitely want to like obviously wipe them down very, very well. And then you're going to have a little bit of residual WD-40 film inside the grooves, which will help you clean them on the course without getting too much junk stuck in there, which is why I like doing the WD-40 every now and then. But you really want to clean them as if, like when you're done with the WD-40, clean them as if you're trying to get every bit of WD-40 off the club. And then you'll still have something on there that'll be kind of a benefit of helping clean that, keeping the clubs clean and getting that crap out during a round. Anyways, grooves are clean now. Let's give it a go. I am going to do some other stuff with this because, man, I got to get it back there. It's 58 degree. What I want to do is I'm bringing the ball back a tad, and then I'm going to kind of like hit that like compressed shot. In my head I am anyways. I mean, I got to really swing at that. Try to get it up there. Now, in the simulator, those little like right off the green stuff, it's not going to come back off that stuff. In real life, there's a big chance that stuff or that ball will roll back out of that stuff onto the green. But I didn't really clip that well. I got 10,000 spin. I mean, this should be like, well, 10,000 basically every time. Let's just hit another one. It's going to be short. I know it. Okay, and it probably rolls off the green. No, not terrible. I mean, again, like, as I go up in these clubs, for me, it's more and more difficult to get this, like, accurate shot. Like swinging a 58 and then gripping way back here, like I can give myself a little extra juice. Like when you know you have to swing hard at it, you just do weird stuff. And that worked out pretty good, but it's not worth it to me whenever I can go 56 and effectively get the same outcome and not swing a 58 out of my shoes. I mean, so the club head speed is still relatively close to what those other ones were doing, but is this a shorter club? Yeah, it's a shorter club. Not by much, but it is a little shorter, which is why if you really want to take a 58 and go about the same distance of a 56, you got to like for me, I grip way down on it. Almost my pinky is nearly hanging off of this thing. Like I can feel that the butt of this club is not where it needs to be. But I can hit this higher lofted club, get a little bit more spin, and really throw it back there. It's a pretty fun shot to do. Man, is that going to roll off? It is a fun shot to do that, especially if you see that in real life. You don't want to see it roll off the green, but when you see one hit the green and just like rip back, it's fun. Yeah, I mean, you see this green slope toward you, you probably don't want to be hitting these like spinner shots unless you know that you're going to go behind the flag. So let's give this a go again. Kind of like regripping down here. I'm gonna really clip this nicely. So we hit it, we clipped it nicely, but the face was a little open. Got a bit more spin, went to the right. Because again, I'm trying to like more or less hold this angle because I don't want to flip too much at it. When you flip at it, that's a great way to blade it. We're not going to do that. Start flipping, it's real easy to blade it. Okay, we're going to end on this one. Let's see where it goes. Not bad. We're going to end on that. See you later.